Hey everybody, and welcome to the second episode of Spelunky. In the last episode we actually did a Spelunky run, and today we want to go to hell and back. So this is going to be a lot more challenging actually today than it was yesterday, and I think you can expect a lot more deaths in this episode than in the last one, and I think I'm going to have a lot more problems with this than the last one. So basically what we want to do, we want to enter the cave, start in the mines, and on each set of floors actually we need to do some sort of side quest. We need to get a certain item per set of floors that will allow us to go to hell in the end. So we need an item on the mines that enables us to get another item on the jungle, that enables us to get another item on the ice caves, that enables us to go to a certain place on the temple. Basically you need an item from the temple too, but you can get that always, so it's not really tied to the whole get an item side quests. You can always get that, but you need a second item, the one from the ice caves, to enter a certain place. This is a pretty uninteresting shop, and I'm not going to buy anything here. I'm not going to steal anything because, as I said, I want to win here. I don't really intend to go for a high score, and here's the chest. I don't really intend to go for a high score, so I'm not going to do anything fancy, and I don't kill shopkeepers if I don't absolutely have to. Anyway, I did miss the golden key, so I need to look out for that. I totally forgot about that thing. I might get some ropes in the shop here, now that I think about this. Where's the freaking key? It must be in the top left corner, right? Right? Oops. Oh, that was bad. Oh my god. That was embarrassing. Anyway, let's try this again. That was a bad floor layout anyway, so I don't really mind. I haven't gotten too attached to this run actually, because it was such a bad start. Anyway, I can get to this crate, place a bomb, pick it right back up and put it right back down again, and you will get a not really a much larger blast radius, but it will increase its blast radius. I don't know why. It just does, and that allows you to bomb through one square more than you would normally be able to. So that wasn't worth it. It was a parachute, and as you saw, I didn't even go for that because you will get so many parachutes in this run. It's not even funny. You usually get so many parachutes it really doesn't matter if you skip the first one, and the parachute isn't really good to begin with. What it does is, whenever you fall from a height that would cause you to take fall damage, a parachute will open and you will slowly descend to the bottom, which prevents fall damage, but it is really hard to cancel the parachute in most situations, so I really rather not have it than have it. Don't really like the parachute, and you definitely don't need it to win a run, so I'm not going for it here. Anyway, we got two things at once here. We got a giant spider killed, which gives us paste. Killing a giant spider always gives you paste, which makes your bombs sticky. And we freed the dog, actually. So that was a good use of a bomb, if I may say so. Okay, third floor, we need to start looking out for the key here. Yeah, the first item, the item on the mines, always spawns on one of the levels 1-2 through 1-4. Yeah, that's right. I had to stop and think there for a moment. So you don't need to look on 1-1, and you'll have to look out for it from 1-2 and onwards. And judging from the fact that the key wasn't on this floor and wasn't on the last one, either that or really well hidden, I need to look for it on 1-4 now. So it really, if I haven't missed it, it has to be here somewhere. And we need to be on the lookout. Oh, there's the key. Okay, that means the chest is also somewhere here. Oh, there it is. That is convenient. The chest and the key always spawn on the same floor. So you always know that the Jedi which we just gotten, which is this, is always on one floor. So you don't like find the chest on 1-2 and the key is on 1-4 or something. They are always on the same floor. There's an altar, and I definitely want to sacrifice something here. I actually want to sacrifice as much as I can. So these altars, whenever you see those, you get the opportunity to sacrifice live corpses, and that is totally not going to kill the spider. It is, never mind. You always get the opportunity to sacrifice some corpses, and like basically everything in the game that you can carry around when it's dead is a corpse. Some things you can only carry around while they are alive, like scorpions. And the way this works is like the point system. So everything you sacrifice has a set value to it, and depending on what you sacrifice, you get this set amount of points. And if you get a sacrifice count of 8, a favor of 8, then you are going to get a random item which is drawn of a pool. So all the items you have you can't get a second time, which is pretty nice because shops don't work that way, but the altar does. So if you have 8, you will get a random item, and if you have 16, you will always get the Kapala, which is one of the most run deciding items in the game actually. Like the Kapala is so good, it's not even funny. And I will definitely be on the lookout for that. And I will explain what it does when the time has come. There's another compass. The crate doesn't care if I have the compass already. Like, you have the compass, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna troll you. I'm gonna troll you to hell and back. This is the entrance to a secret level, the worm. I will cover that in another episode because I need to find the black market. So, speaking of black market, we want to be on the lookout for our Jedi starting to blink. So somewhere on the jungles, on jungle 2-1 through 2-3, excuse me, somewhere on the first 3 jungle levels, the Jedi is going to blink. And what that means is that the black market is nearby. And on the black market we can actually buy an item that we need, that we absolutely need in order to get to hell. So we need to explore all the levels really thoroughly. We need to pay attention to all the levels. We need to make sure not to miss that. You can indeed find the black market if you don't have the Jedi, but that's about it. Like, if you don't get what you find on the black market, then you're not going to hell. You can miss on the Jedi, but that's it. That's what I'm trying to say here. Okay, so it probably isn't here. Didn't see any blinking coming down here. It has a relatively big radius, so we are on 2-3 here, which means if you haven't missed the black market, then it must be on this floor. And I'm pretty sure we haven't missed it so far. So it must be here, basically. So let's see. I'm trying to get as close to most of the areas as I can, so that we really don't miss out on the black market. And I think we might have missed it. I think we might have missed it. I'm actually going to bomb through that, simply because I need to make sure it isn't there. If it isn't there, that's a reset, because, as I said, we need to get to the black market if we want to go to hell. And if we miss it, there's no point in continuing. That guy just stole 3 rows from me. With a shotgun you can also do shotgun jumps, which means basically if you jump at the same time you shoot, you are getting more height. Ooh, there's the blinking. Good thing I checked up here. So it must be somewhere here. Dude, that I blinked. Oh, up there! Oh my god, that is a jerkish placement of the black market. Anyway, I'm glad I found it. And I'm totally getting in there. So we need to bomb to that. We need to destroy the blocks around it. I'm totally gonna get that idol. Even though I am not going for high score, I can't resist this. Also, that's a free 10 grand. So I'm gonna try to rush into this again now. This looks like a pretty more friendly setup actually. I'm gonna fire like crazy, make sure those two guys die. Sadly I killed the dog, but I can't avoid that most of the times on the black market. Like, I really rarely not kill the dog on the black market actually, and I don't really care all that much. So anyway, this was pretty much the hardest part of it. Like, it doesn't get any harder than this still. It's not like we are through this. We still have to get through this shopkeeper hell. That pretty much clears out the second floor. There's no way those guys lift this, except they jumped out on the other side. They just so happened to do that. I'm gonna shoot a little more. I can never be careful enough on the black market. So this is the Ankh. This is the item we've been looking for on the black market. This is the item we need in order to get to hell. Also watch out for those tiki traps, because those will do 4 points of damage. And just in case you're wondering, that is a fucking lot. Anyway, there is nothing, no shopkeepers left in here. I'm gonna open this mystery box, get a bomb box, and that guy's dead. That is a good sign. Actually, I'm just going to bomb through this. I'm playing no games here. On a scoring run, I obviously would try to kill all of these, because every one of them drops 2.5 grand. But on this run, I don't really care. So we angered shopkeepers, but still we got the Ankh, and we are in the ice caves, which means we will already have to look out for the next thing. Not like quite yet. We do have some time, because what we are looking for now actually only spawns on levels 3-2 or 3-2 and 3-3. Okay, so this guy killed himself. The nice thing about shopkeepers on the ice caves is that they most of the time just run off the edge if you anger them. So that really isn't that big of a deal. So we are looking for something, and I will keep my eyes open for that, because you really don't want to miss that. You know, like, basically we did finish the black market. We have the hardest, the most tricky part of the game finished, and you don't want to fail at this point actually. I mean, I don't have a jetpack, I don't have a cape either, but still, you don't want to fail here. Like, ice caves are probably the easiest set of floors if you have one of those two items. But I don't. Oh my god. Ooh, that was so close. Climbing gloves saving my life here. See, this is why I don't understand why most people teleport really. Why most people don't like climbing gloves. I think they are really good, not only because they saved my life there, but they give you so much added mobility. Can't say no to the climbing gloves. Anyway, I stuck that with the shopkeeper. Doesn't really matter if you stick it with him, it's just a matter of angering the man so that he jumps into the abyss. And as you could have seen, if I hadn't hit him with the bomb, he would have jumped in there. Like, he was on his way down and exploded. Anyway, what I was looking for wasn't on the previous floor, and there it is. This is the Moai head. The Moai head, as you can see, It is some Egyptian reference, but I don't know which one. I don't know what it references, but I do know it references something. I've read about it, but I can't remember. As you can see, the head has an Ankh symbol on his forehead, which is a sign for us that we have to die on this floor. And you can only do this with the Ankh, actually, because what the Ankh does, I don't think I have explained that so far. What the Ankh does is it respawns you with 4 health if you die. So you do want to die on this floor, and usually you would respawn. At the entrance. Can I do this? Nope. I die. Whatever. Normally you would respawn in the entrance, but dying on this level with the Moai head causes you to respawn inside the head. This is the only way to get in there. Bombs don't break it, Maddox don't break it, nothing breaks the Moai head. And you can't get out once you're in, but it gives you this neat little toy, which is the Hedged, which actually does nothing except grant you access to an extra level. But I'll get to that when the time has come. Anyway, fourth ice case level always is it feels like the 4th of July, which basically means there is a mothership here. This is also a hidden level, which I am going to cover in a later episode. Just not today. I'm totally gonna remove this, just so it doesn't kill me or blow my altar up. That is one thing, you can have negative favor. If you blow up the altar and anger Kali, that will like give you negative favor, and you don't really want to go negative, except if you want to have a really hard challenge run. And we're gonna kill this guy. Sometimes those drop a freeze ray, and I actually would really appreciate to have one of those now, but well, those are just my hopes. Alright. This sucks. How do I anger this man? I would like to get this guy's shotgun, but I probably am not going to get it. Nope. He just jumped into the abyss. Anyway, I am totally going to sacrifice this guy. Making sure here, I probably could have made that jump to the platform down there, but I want to be sure. This is the Kapala, which I was talking about before. So what this basically does, I wish we had gotten that earlier, because then we would be at like... No, we wouldn't be at that much health, just because we just died. But still, it would be a huge boon. So what this does is that whenever you kill an enemy, you see blood, and you like... And you can basically collect this blood now, and what that does is it actually collects the blood and turns it into life force. Basically, I think that's the best way to describe that. This is Anubis, and I didn't talk about this guy on the last run, simply because he doesn't have any significant like thing to do on a speed run. Here, oh god, that is an entirely different story, because Anubis will drop the scepter, and this is our final item we need to get, our second to last item, I shall say, in order to get to hell. So on these runs is a pretty important guy. Also, the scepter, as you can see, is a pretty powerful weapon, even though it's pretty dangerous, because if one of those beams hit you, they do 10 damage, which is why they kill the shopkeepers immediately, because they do so much damage. Anyway, I am going to try to get this guy's blood, or some blood in general. Actually, there is a neat little trick you can do with these mummies. If you can get them at an edge like this, you can see they have some vomit there. And this actually acts as blood, so if I'm here you can see my Kapala slowly filling there. So you can basically farm for infinite health here. I don't really want to do that, even though it's a nice trick. I'm gonna go up to 10. Oh, let's say 11. 11 is a nice number. I want to go to 11 here. and I am just going to bomb straight down here because I don't want to risk dying in that lava pit. Lava is also instant kill, one of the instant kill hazards in the game, and out of lava there are always some firemen jumping out of it trying to make your life miserable, and basically if they hit you in midair, like you're dead. Basically that's what it basically comes down to. Oh my god. So we have a situation here because this is the door to the City of Gold. But then again, we don't have a shotgun, and usually what I do is I kill the shopkeeper at the end of the stage and take his shotgun. Oh, there's a shotgun. Oh my god. And this is one of the dangers. This is one of the dangers of the scepter, and I'm so glad I farmed for health. I'm so glad I farmed for health on the previous floor, because that would have straight up killed me if I didn't. Oh my god, that was so dumb. Especially since I killed myself like 2 days ago in the daily challenge when I was about to win that, and I should have known better. Anyway, I am going to bomb down here because I don't want to risk dying like at this stage, and I'm kind of scared now. I'm gonna use a rope, get down here. Now I am not going to exit here as I said, but through the door I opened using the scepter. And what that basically means is that we are going to the City of Gold, is what this is. And there are mummies on the City of Gold, and I'm totally gonna farm for some vomit there. Anyway, we are in the City of Gold, and whenever you go there it says I finally made it. And like it really is, I finally made it. Because that's basically what you came here for the gold. Like this is what Spelunky is about. Getting gold, getting rich in those treacherous and cursed dungeons. I'm totally gonna blow up that swamp. Swamps are one of the most, shall I say, most feared enemies on the temple, because they insta-kill you. Those things try to crush you. And if they crush you, you are dead, basically. So you want to avoid that, obviously. There's another one. And as you can see, they are everywhere. They really are everywhere. And the gimmick of the City of Gold, basically, is, first of all, there's the Necronomicon always in the middle, which will spawn Anubis too. But the Necronomicon is basically the item that you need in order to go to Hell. And the second thing about the City of Gold, obviously, is that everything is made of gold. So if you blow something up like this, then it will always spawn a lot of gold bars for you. That's what it basically is. So in a high scoring run, it is also pretty important, basically, to get... Hold on a second, I need to concentrate here. So no infinite vomit here for me. Because those guys are in really awkward positions. Okay, so this man is dead. That's really nice. And we made it through the City of Gold with the Necronomicon, which is displayed here next to the Jedi, because the Necronomicon is actually going to give us, or Book of the Dead as it is referred to in this game. Necronomicon is going to give us the final hint on how to get to Hell. And the entrance to Hell is actually on the Olmec fight, on the final boss fight, the official final boss fight for the game. So we will need to find the secret entrance to Hell on this floor, on this stage, while fighting Olmec, basically. Even though that is a lot easier than it sounds. So I'm gonna get away from him. The nice thing about Olmec is he doesn't move as long as he is off screen, so we can comfortably get up here, which I didn't do in my speed run because it only wastes time, obviously. Which I didn't do in my speed run, so we can get up here, like get these crates. There's always a shit ton of crates and money on the top floor. And we are going to get all those, stack up those resources. There's another parachute, as I was saying at the beginning. There's always a good 50k on the Olmec fight, I believe. Like, it is about 50 grand if you bomb all this open. I mean, there's stuff I didn't get because I'm not scoring right now. So what we need to look out for on this level is the Necronomicon, because this thing is going to start to munch like crazy basically, and the place where it is munching the most basically is indicating where the entrance to hell is. So we need to look out for that, and now we are going to place bombs here so we can bomb down our way to hell. And as you can see, down there is the door, that is the entrance to hell. This is closed if you don't have the Necronomicon, so you really do have to get the Necronomicon in order to go to hell. You have to. You absolutely have to. So there's no excuses here for that. Absolutely need to get the Necronomicon for this, and this is our perfect shaft. Like, if you do it the way I did, it is going to create a hole that Olmec actually fits in exactly. It's a matter of him jumping in right there. Like, it might be that he is a little off center, like so. So what we're going to do is we are going to let him jump to the far right, because that is going to change his position a little bit, his positioning. So we are trying this again. Also on Olmec, no, that isn't going to work. On Olmec you won't have to worry about the ghost appearing, so there is never a ghost on the Olmec fight basically. I'm gonna try this again. Oops. This doesn't work, I'm going to do it another way. We need Olmec because, unlike other entrances in this game, other exits in this game, this one doesn't have a platform underneath it, which means, which basically means that you need to use Olmec as a platform in order to get there. So it's not like, example for the black market, which you only have the bomb free in order to get there. What I'm trying here is bomb cascading. It's like placing more than one bomb, and if they are sticky, that means they are just going to fall down when the first one explodes, and that way you can create a shaft for Olmec quicker. Anyway, this is our entrance to hell, and we are in there now. And the fact that we have neither a jetpack nor a cape really scares me. Then again, it is a pretty rare occurrence not to find a cape on hell. So first thing you notice on hell is that the first time you get there, the first time you get to hell, or like in the first hell level, that's how I should phrase it, there's going to be a castle, this castle, and in this castle, this is the home of Vlad, which is this guy, which is just a reskin of the regular vampires, which we haven't seen so far. This guy drops a certain kind of cape, which I am actually not interested in. Really, I think this cape is really bad. What it basically allows you to do is do a double jump, but it has really weird controls, and most Spelunky players actually agree with me on that. So I don't want to do that. I do want to kill this man though, because those are the regular vampires, and those men always drop a cape, and a cape is pretty good. I can like collect this thing and use it to show you what it is like. The thing with it is you can jump twice and it's going to automatically let you flutter down, like go down. But once you stop gliding, you can never activate it again. Whereas with the capes, you can stop gliding and start once again. You can't do that here. I'm actually only getting this guy's blood here. I don't intend to carry him to the exit. So you can whip your dog thrice for some blood. The third time he dies. The common strategy is actually to whip him twice and then take him to the exit, because that way you get blood out of him plus the shit. Oh, that was close. Plus the extra health you get for bringing him to the exit. But if he's that far away from the exit, I don't really see the point. And how am I doing this? I'm gonna do this, gonna jump on him and then quickly exit, because that is what you can do if a shopkeeper is in one of those narrow thingies here. There's narrow exits. Anyway, we are in the second hell level. Hell, to many people, is a really scary place. I actually don't think hell is that hard, like that much harder compared to the temple or something. It's just the prospect of having gotten so far, I think. Like, this is a hard game, and you don't often get to hell. And I think whenever you reach hell, you are going to put yourself under a lot of pressure. Anyway, this is the idol for hell. As you can see, it is guarded by a lot of spike balls. That is basically the gimmick for it. So the spike balls are death trap. It's not like this is going to activate some kind of death trap like on the other floors, like the rock on the mines or something like that. It's just going to be there. I don't see the shopkeeper. That really worries me. I think... Ooh, go away. Yeah, I killed him. Very nice. There was a tiki trap. That probably went a long way in helping me. Second level clear. So this is the third one now. The third of four. Fourth is always the final boss. And for the final boss there actually is a pretty reliable strategy on how to kill him with little to no effort, actually. And I'm totally going to employ that if I get there. I do need to get through this level though in order to do so. Oh, what I didn't mention is we did get something on the Vlad level, like where we fought Vlad. We got an amulet that you can see in our inventory now. And what that actually does is the amulet makes us immune to every kind of fire. So also these firemen like this guy we are completely immune to. So we don't have to worry about these guys anymore. Okay, how is this guy not dead? There's always a special kind of enemy, like there's obviously special kinds of enemies on every floor. I'm out of bombs. Oh my god, I didn't even realize. I just wanted to place a bomb and couldn't. That's not really that much of a concern because you are getting 24 bombs at the beginning of the final boss fight anyway. But like it would really have helped me here if I had some bombs. Kill that guy because those are really scary. And I'm totally going to shoot this guy from a safe distance. Thank you. And this is our final boss fight. This is the final boss in the game. This is King Yama. Yama's throne. This is King Yama, and this guy is actually a pain in the butt to face if you're not well equipped. What he's going to do is he's immediately going to spawn these two guys, which are called Horse Face and Oxman or something, or Horseman and Oxface, I think. Anyway, what he does is he uses his fists to stomp on his throne, and that is going to shake the floor so heavily. It's going to shake the entire room actually, and that makes skulls fall from the ceiling. So your best bet to avoid that obviously is to hide under some kind of rock so that doesn't hit you. And basically the best strategy to fight Yama actually is to use a bomb in the way I did there, use a rope, and then just take your shotgun and shoot his face. Normally you're supposed to jump on this guy or bomb him with sticky bombs or regular bombs if you don't have sticky bombs for that matter. But I'm just doing this way because I really want to be on a safe side, and that is a really safe strat to kill Yama, and I'm just doing this all the fucking time. So there is one thing I can resist on King Yama, and I'm totally going to do that. Oh my god, oh my god! Thank you. We have 4 health, so I don't really see a problem with that. Nice thing about tiki traps is if you destroy the floor beneath a tiki trap, the whole trap collapses. So yeah, nothing to worry about that here. The Yama room is also structured in a way always that in the top left or top right corner there's the exit. In the other exit you can also always find some resources just in case you need any. But as I said, like Horseface and Oxman or whatever they are called, I think I'm saying that the wrong way around. Those two guys always provide you with 24 bombs, so I never really see a reason to go for these crates. I always go for them after the fight, but never within the fight. Anyway, under Yama's throne there are also a shit ton of diamonds, not diamonds, rubies are these, and those are the most valuable gems. And they give you, as you can see, they give you, I think, yeah, 6.4k. I think that's 2, so it's 3.2k per gem, which is actually a lot. Obviously, a lot of money that is to be found under Yama's throne. I never calculated how much that is in total, mainly because the game doesn't show you in the end for this level how much money you've gained on the floor. But it is a lot, it really is a lot, and as you can see I didn't really go for money here, and I still got a good 461 grand, which is a lot, which is actually a good score. And for killing Yama you also get an additional 100k in the end, so it's a pretty nice score we have here. Anyway, this is the end of this episode. I'm going to show you the outro. Greetings, fellow treasure hunter, I'm Yang. I see you have my journal with you. By now it must be filled with all sorts of amazing things. Since you worked so hard to get here, I'll bet you're expecting a large reward. Well, with all the time I've spent down here, I've come to realize a few things. First of all, I can't get out of here because I'm locked with this big ass treasure. That the journey is its own reward, and mastery is the greatest treasure of them all. Well, okay, the gold is pretty nice too. And, like, pretty conveniently, the volcano is going to erupt here and going to catapult us out. We are going to live this, obviously, like, why wouldn't we? And doing this the first time unlocks Yang as a character, actually, but I already have done this, obviously, and this run in total lasted, I think, a good 30 minutes. I don't know. It's going to show our score here, and that is 561, and it's going to give us the 100k bonus for beating King Yama. Okay, so this was a half an hour run. Together with that one failed attempt I had, I think this is a pretty decent length episode, so I'm not going to show you the outro. I thank you for watching, and I hope you are going to join me in the next episode. This has been Chris showing his problems with Spelunky, and I hope you liked what you saw. Make sure to give me your feedback, like my video, and see you in the next episode.